center forwards of the team, and the other goalkeeper, the number 13, Theodorus Huismans. And the head coach of the Dutch team is Harry van der Meer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Netherlands.
So now the team of Russia is being introduced.
Wearing white caps. This is Russia.
On comes to the podium the number 1, the goalkeeper Piotr Fedotov, who had an impressive performance in the first day of the men's tournament. Number 2, Ivan Suchkov.
Number 3, Ivan Vasiliev.
Number 3, Ivan Vasiliev. The number 4 cap, Nikita Gereviankin. The number 5, Artyom Asheyev. Number 6, Konstantin Kharkov. Then comes the big star of the Russian team, the number 7, Daniel Merkulov, scoring 3 times against Serbia. Number 8, Ivan Nagayev, scoring twice against the Serbs, just like Igor Bichkov, the number 9 in the Russian team. Number 10, Konstantin Kisayev of the defenders. Then the captain, the center forward, Sergei Lisanov. Number 11, the number 12, Roman Shepeyev. And the other goalkeeper, who is yet to make his debut here at the European Championships, number 13, Vitaly Satsenko. The 2 referees are Gernot Henschel from Germany and Matan Schwarz from Israel. Are already on the podium as well, just like the team. So now, the national anthems.
Now the national anthem of the Netherlands. For the national anthem of Russia.
So game number 4 today here at the European Championships between Russia and the Netherlands in Group B of the men's tournament. In the head-to-head at the European Championship, the Russians are absolutely superior, partly thanks to the Soviet era, of course. They lead 11-0, besides 2 draws from the 70s. Here are the results. The first win came in 1962. They won by 4-0. And the last one in 2006, 15-10 for the 9th place.
So lights on.
One of the draws came in 1974. It was 6-0, just like 3 years later in 1977. The Dutch can recall one big win at major events from the past when they beat the world title holder Soviet team, surprisingly 3-2 at the Montreal Olympics, which actually ousted the Soviets from the finals. Here's Harry van der Meer, the head coach of the Netherlands. Well, the Russians started their campaign with an expected loss to Serbia, but it was really tight. Even at the start of the last quarter, in the end it was Serbia 13, Russia 9, but great fight by the Russians. The Netherlands staged a great comeback against Romania. They won the fourth period by 3 goals to 0 to claim a 9-8 victory.
There was actually one big win.
Russia's shooting efficiency was a modest 28.1% against Serbia. 32 shots, 18 on target, and 9 goals. The Netherlands had a total of 29 shots against Romania, 18 were on target, and they scored 9 goals too. 31% shot efficiency. Russia faced 27 shots, 21 hit the goal, 13 hit the net. The Dutch faced 30 shots, 19 were on target, 8 went in. So that's the statistics of the first games from the view of the Russians and the Dutch. Best goal scorers from the teams are Daniel Merkulov and Johan Winkelhorst. Both players managed to find the back of the net 3 times. So the fourth game of the Thursday program here at the European Championships is just about to begin. Here are the 2 goalkeepers, Piotr Fedotov and Jelko Vachenar. Fedotov posted 38.1% save efficiency on day 1 of the men's tournament, while Jelko Vachenar had 11 saves on 19 attempts for a 57.9% save efficiency. And the first swim off, and Russia wins it. They are in the white caps, the Netherlands in the blue caps. Nagayev gets it back. Nagayev, 9 seconds left on the shot clock. And great block by the Dutch. The first attempt is missed. It's the Russian head coach Sergei Yevseniev. Koopman gets the call. And the first attempt by the Dutch, but it goes over the crossbar. Johan Winkelhorst, the best Dutch goal scorer so far at the tournament, as I mentioned, who missed it. Nagayev. Merkulov. Shefeyev. Nagayev, Isayev, and that's goal number 1. And that's actually a great one by the Russians. They take the lead 1 minute and 16 seconds into this match. 24-year-old Konstantin Isayev. The first goal of the match.
By number 10,
so that's goal number 1 for Isayev in the whole tournament. He was not on the score sheet against Serbia. And a chance for an equalizer for the Netherlands, and they do that. This time, Jorn Winkelhorst manages to find the back of the net. A quick response by the Dutch. And goal number 4 in the tournament from the player of Waterpolo Hanover.
And it's enough for this equalizing goal scored by number 3, Jorn Winkelhorst.
Team which was the host team last year. The LAN Champions League final tournament. And they will be the host again in the year of 2021. One all. Nagayev. Merkulov, Nagayev. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Nagayev. Back to Merkulov. And that's a great save by the Dutch goalkeeper, Wagenaar. First attempt from Daniel Merkulov. It's not successful. Nagayev, Merkulov. These two passing to each other, and one more try by Merkulov, and once again that goalkeeper had a fingertip on this ball. It's another corner throw and another 20 seconds for Russia. Now they've been in front of the Dutch goal for a while now. Once again, it's only 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Merkulov, Nagayev, and hits the crossbar. The shot clock runs down. One goal apiece. Janssen. And that's the first exclusion of the game. Foul on Thomas Lukas.
From Russia,
and Kisayov is the first excluded player. Six on 5 for the Netherlands. Great block by the Russians. So the Dutch couldn't take advantage of this first power play. The disappointment of Harry van der Meer. Now the Russians are losing the ball. No foul on the center forward, Sergei Lisunov. And we are almost halfway through the first quarter. One goal from both teams. It's a free throw. And great save by Fedotov. His first one of the day. Shepeyev. Nagayev, Shepeyev. 6 seconds left. Shepeyev blocked by the Dutch. Another 20 seconds for Russia. A great defensive play so far by the team of van der Meer. Nagayev. And Nagayev scores. That's an action goal by the Russians. Nagayev, the second Russian goal scorer in this match. He scored twice against Serbia on Tuesday. No chance this time for Ilko Wagenaar. That's another exclusion foul, so now 6 on 5 for the Netherlands. They are men up for the second time in this match. They missed the first opportunity. And almost a steal by the Russians. And the Dutch still have the possession. 4 seconds left from the exclusion, and another save by Fedotov. Nagayev. Harkov, Nagayev. And the foul on Dereviankin. The first exclusion from the Dutch team. Sam van den Berg with his personal foul. 6 on 5 for the Russian team. Merkulov. Michkov needs a correction. And it's a poor shot in the end by Artyom Ashayev. Inside the last 2 minutes of the first quarter. The 1-goal lead for Russia, but now a chance for the Dutch to make an equalizer. And it's another exclusion.
Exclusion for number 7 from Russia.
Merkulov with his first major foul. And another fantastic block by the Russians. It was the number 4 Nikita Dereviankin who managed to block this latest Dutch attempt. Now a chance for a fast break, but now turnover foul, so the Dutch win back possession. And the goal is empty, and the ball is not inside. Well, Fedotov turned to be really lucky now. Great reaction by the Dutch, but not good enough to beat the Russian goalkeeper. So now an extra man advantage for Russia. Nispelin goes out. Also his first personal foul. Now we are inside the last minute of the first period, and the Russians score once again. And for the first time in this match, they have a 2-goal lead. They survived from that really dangerous situation when Fedotov managed to reach the ball just on the goal line.
First goal of the game.
And that's a cool finish by Konstantin Harkov, the player of Mlada Zagreb. So 3-1 for Russia. And goal number 2 for Harkov in the competition. Van den Berg. Exclusion. 23 seconds left on the clock in the first quarter, and once again a 6 on 5 for the Dutch team. They absolutely need to score now. 4 seconds left, and they score 3-2. And the goal scorer is Jesse Koopman.
Jesse Koopman, number 11.
Who is on the score sheet in these European Championships for the first time. Player of Turcoing. And the clock runs down. One more attempt by the Russians from the stands. It's a very interesting first period. 3 goals coming from Russia. One from Harkov, Nagayev and Isayev. And two goals coming from the Netherlands, Winkelhorst and Koopman on the score sheet. It's a very narrow lead for Russia after the first 8 minutes.
Both of the keepers had to make 2 saves. It was Petr Fedotov and Elko Wagenaar had 2 saves.
So the first quarter statistics, 33% shot efficiency for Russia, 25% for the Netherlands.
Number of points for that clash.
The Russians already have a 2-goal lead.
Against Russia. Break is
But then came the consolation goal by Jesse Koopman. And the Dutch are absolutely in this match. Don't forget they had terrific last quarter against Romania. They won that by 3-0.
And it's 2-2 for Russia.
The Russians win the second swim-off as well. They have very fast players, just like the women's team. Kharkov, Shepeyev, Kharkov. The shot goes wide. So now an opportunity for the Netherlands for an equalizer. They are trailing only by 1 goal. And that's a turnover foul, so and the Russians have the possession. It's a great pass. Kharkov, and he scores for the second time. Excellent finish and an excellent fast break goal by the Russians. So the player of Mladost makes it Russia 4, the Netherlands 2. And that's the celebration of the Russian head coach Sergei Yevstigneyev. Perengezi call, and the first exclusion foul of the second quarter. But the Dutch missing the target. Actually, they couldn't take advantage of this power play situation. Shepeyev. Merkulov. What a save by the Dutch goalkeeper Wagenaar, the captain of the Dutch team. So it remains 4-2 for Russia. It's even the match so far. Merkulov. Nagayev. Merkulov and Nagayev. And Nagayev with the latest attempt, it's blocked. And it's even an exclusion foul. Nagayev, who is actually a teammate of Jon Winkelhorst in Waterpolo Hanover, now leads the pool with his first personal foul. Chance for consolation goal for the Dutch team. Koopman. We have the rebound. Janssen. Koopman. No power play anymore, and Russians even have the possession, and it's getting even worse for the Dutch. An exclusion for the team in the blue caps. Van den Burg with his second major already. Shefeyev. Merkulov. Shefeyev. Tuchkov. And the ball is in the goal. 3 minutes into the second quarter. And for the first time, it's a 3-goal lead for Russia. Igor Bichkov with his first goal.
Number 9. First attempt, first goal.
He scored twice against Serbia on Tuesday. Well, Vakana tried his best to save this shot, but all for nothing. 5-2 for Russia. Exclusion foul.
For number 2, Ivan Suchkov from Russia. That's the second major.
To the second personal foul of Ivan Suchkov. 6-on-5 for the Netherlands. And another missed opportunity. Excellent defensive play so far by the Russians. Kharkov. Vasiev. Markov. Only 4 seconds left on the shot clock. And he's the right post. Halfway through the second quarter. Dutch are pushing forward to score their third goal of the match. They are yet to score in the second period. Lindhout. And almost goal number 3 for the Netherlands, but in the end, Fedotov manages to save with the help of the crossbar. Disappointed Dutch players on the bench as well. So after going down against Romania, they exactly know that they lose against Russia as well, and they won't have the chance to qualify for the quarterfinals. This group also includes the title holder, Serbia. Fabian Lindhout gets the call. With only 5 seconds left on the shot clock. And a very poor attempt. This time by Huus van Eiferen. Bichkov. Suchkov, Bichkov, Kharkov. That's Merkulov to the teammate, and Kharkov finishes this great offensive play. Kharkov absolutely a key figure so far in this match for Russia. It's goal number 3 for him, and he's found the best goal scorer of the match. It's a 4-goal gap between Russia and the Netherlands. No chance for the Dutch goalkeeper Wagner to save. So that's a 3-0 run for Russia in the second quarter. Feinheis. And save number 4 by Pyotr Fedotov. Out of 6 attempts at his goal. So he's far over 60% regarding the save efficiency. Now a quick counter-attack by the Russians. Merkulov in front of the goal, and he scores. Goal number 7 for Russia. And they are really playing brilliantly.
From number 7, Daniel Merkulov.
Daniel Merkulov, one of the best players of this Russian team. The player of Yuk Dubrovnik makes it Russia 7, the Netherlands 2. And that's an action goal by the Dutch team. They desperately needed that. And the goal scorer is the other number 7, Lars Hottemaker.
Goal from Lars Hottemaker, number 7 for the Netherlands.
From his first attempt of the game.
That's their first goal.
Hottemaker, who is a player of Het Ravijn, Dutch club. 32 years of age, and the joy of the substitute players at the bench. Now we are inside the last minute on the second quarter. Nagayev. Bichkov. 5 seconds left on the shot clock, and the very last seconds, a shot by Nagayev, saved by Wagner. So they still have time, another 20 seconds for this offensive play. Ashayev. Nagayev. Bichkov. And that's another goal, and another action goal actually by the Russians. With only 27 seconds remaining on the clock before halftime. They regain the 5-goal lead.
Number 11 and team captain for Russia, Sergei Lisunov.
And the goal scorer is the captain, Sergei Lisunov. 23 years of age, the player of Sitges Kazan. And the 5-meter penalty for the Netherlands.
5-meter penalty for the Netherlands against
Foul on
Russia.
Thomas Lucas. And the save penalty by Pyotr Fedotov.
5-meter penalty of Robin Lindhout. It's Pyotr Fedotov.
That's his best save so far, of course. Robin Lindhout tried to score goal number 4 for the Netherlands. In the end, the shot from distance, and that's the end of the second quarter. It was 3-2 for Russia after the first one. At the perfect second period for the Russians. They scored a total of 5 times and conceded only once. The Dutch even missed 5-meter penalty. So that's a comfortable lead for the Russians. It's Russia 8, the Netherlands 3 at halftime. So let's check the halftime statistics. It's only 18% regarding the shot efficiency for the Dutch, 40% for Russia. Missed penalty saved by Piotr Fedotov. Both prints were won so far by the Russians. 8 personal fouls already in the Russian team, only 3 in the Dutch team. Still a comfortable lead for the Russians. The best goal scorer so far is Konstantin Harkov, who managed to find the back of the net 3 times. So some fresh flash quotes after the game. Romania against Serbia. The Serbs won that contest by 15 goals to 7. Dejan Savic, their head coach, said the result doesn't reflect the difficulty of the match because we put so much effort into this game. It can be seen that the players are tired, but we have 1 day to recover. We will fight against the Netherlands, so we have to be prepared. If we win, we will have 3 days of rest, so we will put everything we have into the next match. And Athanasios Kehagias, the head coach of Romania, said Serbia is a much better team than us, but we fought until the end. Even though the result doesn't reflect this, we are on the way to develop and improve our game in every field.
It was a terrific second for Russia.
And now the third swim-off of the match, Russia against the Netherlands. And this time, surprisingly, the Dutch managed to win it. So, 5-goal difference between the teams. And they now try to tighten the gap, and they have a great opportunity for that. An intrusion from the Russian team. First major foul of Ashayev, the 6-on-5 for the Netherlands. But they only managed to hit the left post. They have the rebound. And the shot goes over the crossbar. And I should say too many missed opportunities on the Dutch side. And this way they have no realistic chance against this very strong Russian team. We still have time, 14 seconds left on the shot clock, but the pass is too short. We send it forward. Nikita Dereviankin was in that position. Jansen. No goals so far in the third period. And the Dutch lose the ball. That's just a free throw. A great pass. And then small technical mistake by Artyom Ashayev. It's still a goalless period. Remember, the Dutch managed to come back from a really difficult situation against the Romanians, a 3-0 last quarter. Now it's even harder to get back against this great Russian team. Fedotov, another save. All improving performance by the Russian goalkeeper, who's far over 60% regarding the save efficiency. Only 1 goal from outside the 6-meter line coming from Russia. Nagayev, and saved by Wagener, and it's already a turnover foul, so once again the Dutch have the possession. 5 goals in the first period, 6 in total in the second one, and we are waiting for the first one in the third quarter. 2 minutes and 40 seconds into this. Isayov. Great block by the Dutch. Now Eko Wagner is looking for some help. Now flying substitution in the Dutch team. That's also one of the new rules since last summer. Hottemaker. Exclusion from the Russian team, and they take advantage of that immediately. The goal scorer, the first goal scorer of the third period, is Tomas Lukas. His first attempt of the game, and his second goal in the tournament.
His second major offense, and this goal came from Tomas Lukas, number 12.
The foul came from Artyom Ashayev, who has 2 majors to his name. And that's the great finish by Tomas Lukas. So Russia 8, the Netherlands 4. And still a comfortable lead for the Russians. However, Sergei Yevsigniev can't be happy with the performance of his team since half-time. Merkulov, Nagayev, Merkulov, 5 seconds left on the shot clock, Nagayev, and what a great goal once again by the Russians. Actually, it's the first one by them in this quarter. And Yevsigniev is of course much more satisfied with that. It's already goal number 4 for the Russian number 6. Great assist by Nagayev and a really cool finish by Harkov. Only one goal against Serbia on Tuesday, but now it's already goal number 4. That's a great block. Five-goal difference between the teams. Blocked by Merkulov after the attempt of Jesse Nispeling. Shepeyev, Merkulov. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. And once again, Konstantin Harkov, who finds the back of the net, is absolutely in top form in this match.
And that's 2 goals.
It's already goal number 5.
Number 6,
The best goal scorer of the match. So it's Russia 10, the Netherlands 4. And Harkov is the only player who managed to score more than once in this game.
5 goals in this game.
5 times in total. And for the first time, it's a 6-goal gap between the two teams. Another exclusion.
Exclusion from Russia, number 8, Ivan Nagayev. His first major.
Ivan Nagayev.
For his second
His
major.
second personal foul already. Dutch tried to keep the ball, but it was an unsuccessful attempt by them. Too many missed opportunities from the Dutch team. Merkulov. Great play, but in the end the shot goes wide. The captain Sergei Lisonov with the latest chance. Almost goal number 11 for Russia, but just almost. Now Müller. House. And that's a double post. Pretty unlucky. The Dutch team. The disappointment of Harry van der Meer. Let's check it once again. First the crossbar and then the right post. Merkulov. Four seconds left on the shot clock and the turnover foul. And the team timeout.
It's a timeout.
Called by
Oké, hey, ademen. Hey, we proberen 6. 6 in de aanval. Hey, jij ligt op de midvoor 2 meter. Bal gaat op 2. 3 en 4 zwemmen weg. Jij komt als midvoor naar de 6 meter. Krijgt de bal aangespeeld. Vrije bal en gaat voor die 6 meter. Ja, afsluiten. Kom aan.
So they try number 6. That's what Harry van der Meer said. Something that they practiced during the trainings. Figure number 6. 6 on 6, however, so no power play for the Dutch team. House. And that's a great goal. It's just enough to beat Piotr Fedotov. And that's a real cracker by Jon Winkelhorst, who, as I mentioned, is a teammate of Ivan Nagayev at Vasco Hannover. So that's goal number 5 for the Netherlands. Now they are still trailing by 5 goals with 1 minute and 22 seconds remaining on the clock in the third quarter. Winkelhorst is the first player in the Dutch team who has managed to score more than once in this game. Now we are heading for the last minute of the third quarter. Great block by the Dutch. And now they try to get closer to the Russians. But they need many more extras, like the shot from Winkelhorst in the last minute. At this time, this is saved by Piotr Fedotov. Shepeyev gets the call. It's a free throw. They still have 10 seconds for this offensive play. And that's another exclusion foul. So 6 on 5 in the last few seconds of the third quarter. Merkulov. And the ball is in the net. So goal number 11. With only 3 seconds remaining on the clock in the third period. Once again, a 6-goal gap between Russia and the Netherlands.
Russia on 10 goals, 11 minutes before the end of this game. Goal number 2 for Denmark.
So the clock runs down, and right before the last quarter, it's Russia 11, the Netherlands 5. fantastic
6-goal advantage for Russia.
play by Konstantin Harkov, who managed to score 5 times. He's far the best goal scorer so far.
Looking forward.
And Russia has comfortable leads right before the last period.
Ladies and gentlemen, there are 4 more games coming up today. Greece against Georgia, France against Italy, Hungary against Spain, and Montenegro against Croatia. This is today's...
So let's check the statistics after the third quarter. Only a 20% shot efficiency by the Dutch, 42% by the Russians. Plenty of action goals coming from especially the Russian team. They were slightly favorites of this game and they've been absolutely dominating this. Merkulov also on the score sheet. And we can see the Russians have been a powerhouse until 2004, but then a sudden decline started. And they are still to return to their once admired level in the men's game. And the Soviet Union, they debuted in 1954. They captured the title in 1966, and after that 4 more times. But in the 2000s, and Russia, they haven't been so successful in the European Championships. They have the last possession after the 4th swim off. They are pushing forward to score goal number 12. Merkulov. Oh, what a cracker once again. Absolutely unstoppable for Wagenaar. So Merkulov scores his 3rd in this match. And that's once again an action goal. No chance for the Dutch goalkeeper to save. That's a real beauty. And the Dutch lose the ball. One minute into the last quarter. 7-goal gap between the two teams. Merkulov. Nagayev. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. And this time the right post saves the Dutch team. Great attempt once again, this time by Ivan Nagayev. And that didn't turn to be enough to beat Elko Wagenaar. Vierhuis. Went out. And that's the first exclusion of the last quarter. So the Netherlands is a man up. Bichkov is out of this game. That's his 3rd major foul. And that's a lucky goal for the Dutch. It took a deflection, but in the end, the goal scorer is Jesse Koopman for the 2nd time in this match. This time from the extra man advantage. There's the deflection on Ivan Nagayev. So 2 goals from Jesse Koopman out of 6 attempts. Two minutes into the last quarter. Nagayev, Merkulov, Nagayev, 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Nagayev, and great save by the Dutch goalkeeper, Eko Wagenaar. And it's even an exclusion foul. So 6-on-5 for the Dutch. Nikita Jerebiankin leaves the pool. And it's only his first personal foul. Vandenberg. Spinhuis. And missed the attempt by Lars Hottemaker. 6-goal gap, and that's a fast break for the Russians. And they score.
Goal for Russia.
And the latest goal scorer is, of course, Konstantin Kharkov. Goal number 6 already out of 8 attempts, 75% shot efficiency.
From number 6, Konstantin Kharkov.
Really great performance today by the Russian number 6. He's going to be the MVP of this match, no doubt about that. So it's 13-6 for Russia. And that's a turnover foul. Three minutes and 20 seconds into the last quarter. And a good steal. This 13-6 brings bad memories for the Russians. As I remember well, it was the final result at the Sydney Olympic final between Hungary and Russia in favor of the Hungarian team. With that spectacular and famous goal coming from Attila Vári, who is now the current president of the Hungarian Waterpolo Federation. Now halfway to the last quarter. Another missed attempt by the Dutch. Pascal Janssen. And the shot went wide. Suchkov. And one of the rare opportunities, or rare occasions, I should say, when Kharkov can't find the back of the net. It's a great block against him. Feinhaus. Misspelling. Hottemaker. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. And that's a great goal by the Dutch. The foul was committed outside the 5-meter line, so the goal counts. Robin Lindhout on the score sheet. And it's Russia 13. The Netherlands 7.
After 4 attempts, that's the first time.
4 unsuccessful attempts previously, but now finally he managed to find the back of the net. 20% shot efficiency by Robin Lindhout. Now we are inside the last 3 minutes of the game. Nagayev, Merkulov. Oh, what a nice move. And that's a great goal by the Russians. 2 minutes and 39 seconds remaining on the clock. And the goal scorer is the captain, Sergei Lisinov.
One more from team captain, head number 11, Sergei Lisinov.
His second goal of the day. Goal number 3 in the whole tournament. Great pass and excellent finish by the Russian captain. That's a celebration on the Russian bench. High quality play today by the Russians. Free throw for the Netherlands. And now an exclusion. So 6-on-5 for the Dutch.
Exclusion number 2 from Russia,
Ivan Suchkov is also out of this match. He's the second ejected Russian player after Igor Bichkov. And the Dutch managed to score. That's goal number 8 for them.
For the second time in a row, it's number 6 for them, Robin Leethoed.
And this loss will mean for the Dutch that they won't have a realistic chance to qualify for the playoffs. So here's the ejected Ivan Suchkov. Inside the last 2 minutes now. I correct myself, of course, they will have the chance to play in the playoffs, but not to play directly in the quarterfinals, since they managed to beat Romania. They have a realistic chance to clinch the third spot in the group, although Romania will play against Russia in the last round of the group phase. And the Dutch will play against Serbia. They score now. 1 minute and 15 seconds left. And it's only a 5-goal gap. It looks better from the view of the Dutch.
First goal of the game.
And Müller, the goal scorer. The player of Douai.
Dutch goals
So he
coming
plays in France.
the 9 minutes of the game. Still trailing by 5 goals behind the Russians.
So we are heading for the last minute of the game. Don't forget that 4 top matches are still to come today here at the Duna Arena.
The game.
No foul. But that's a foul by the goalkeeper. So, interestingly, the goalkeeper, Piotr Fedotov, had to leave the pool. The Dutch,
Easy task to finish it up.
actually not Fedotov, of course, but Wagenaar, the Dutch goalkeeper, and there was no goalkeeper in front of the goal. An easy goal for the Russians.
Wagenaar from the Dutch goal.
It's 15-9 for them. So the goalkeeper almost had the possession, but then made a mistake
From 8 to 10.
and then made a foul as well. And in the end, Daniel Merkulov with goal number 4. Free throw for the Dutch. Müller. Shot takes the deflection and an easy save this way for Piotr Fedotov. And the clock runs down. That's the final result of match number 4 today at the Duna Arena at the European Championships. Russia 15, the Netherlands 9.
Serbia won.
Comfortable victory for the team of Sergei Yastigniev.
Two teams with 2 points behind them.
And that means they have 3 points after the first 2 games, just like the Dutch.
And with this game,
But the Dutch team will play against the top favorite Serbia in the last round of the group phase.
still third round. The group
And Russia will play against Romania. They will be, of course, the big favorites of that game as well.